I saw in the comments on YouTube, somebody was saying that uh, I made a lot of changes at the end, so just like a quick overview would be helpful. So I'll start with that. Just a couple of minutes to explain the bot, and then uh, I like to start asking bad questions, and then see how far I can push the bad questions, and maybe try to figure out if we can improve from the wrong answers, and if we can improve from the right answers. Okay. All right, so let's get started. So here I have my bot. Let me close this for a moment. That. Uh, okay, so I'm in the main flow, and the first thing we do in every single message, I can type hi, is well, we check to see if there's an answer. So I put this in another flow. Right now it's very simple. Sorry. I'm just using a query knowledge base card. Give me a sec. Having a bit of allergies recently. All right. Uh, so I'm just doing a query knowledge base here just with the event dot preview. So the user's last message, in this case, hi. And then we pipe the answer to exit back to main. And then we check, is there a response from the KB? Yes or no? If there is no response, we just generate a response using the transcript, a simple AI task, and we send it to this this bot answer variable, and we display it. If there is a response from the KB, here what we're doing here, we are assigning. This is just doing assignment. So we're assigning it to workflow variables here. Then we're presenting the answer. Then good or bad, we ask the user, was this answer good? Was this answer bad? We're saving the result to a variable, sending both answers if they hit good or bad to this node here. And this is where like it got messy last week, but now it's clear. Right now we have one node that basically checks if the answer was bad or not. And if the answer was bad, we ask them, why was it not good or bad? And then we store that in a table. The table is right here. I think we can delete everything. Let's start from scratch. But I can actually quickly show you here. So how do I add a node was the question. The answer that we proposed last week was to add a node in Botpress. You can follow these steps, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not going to read this. And then we mark it as, is it good or not? And then the reason. It was too long. Okay, so I'm going to delete all this. All right. Okay, go back to main. And was there something here that I wanted to do additionally? Get record, update record. Okay, no, that's good. So we did this also. And here, okay, there's something I forgot to mention here, which was we create the answer immediately. And then if the user answers afterwards, whether like why was the answer incorrect or not, then we update the record. So if a user answers that something is wrong, is incorrect, but does not answer why, we still catch that. So it's just basic logic, but that's why it's split in two here. Okay, so that's the extent of our bot. I also saw this, and I think we can delete it. It does really. Oh, ah. Okay, I'm gonna undo, and hopefully that's not gonna break everything. Okay. Oh, you can't see the screen share. Okay, no, thank you, thank you, Trey. If there's no sound and no screen share, this is gonna be a weird live stream. So I'm going to delete this. Okay, perfect. And what did I have here? I have two AI tasks that I created with nothing. I'm gonna delete that too. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I was going over the bot. Perfect. Now let's start asking some terrible questions. Actually, when I typed hi here, there's something unexpected happened. So it asked me, was that answer good or bad? And then it says hi. Hi, how can I assist you today? Which is a good response. But do we really want to ask that? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. However, it's not the logic that I intended originally, because if we see here, if the KB responded, uh, it should only in that case should we ask if it was good or bad. So there seems to be a bug. It might not be a big problem, but I still want to figure it out because this is the kind of problem you guys are going to encounter as you build bots. We're using AI, it's not perfect. So let's try to make it a little bit more closer to perfect. So I'm going to open find answer. And actually, I'm going to click here. And first, I want to peek and see what the problem is. So click hi here. And then we have query knowledge. Oh, wait, trigger knowledge base here. Okay. So we have the knowledge query, and it detects an answer to hi, and it says it found the answer in UKB1. So what is UKB1? I'm going to click that. It's just Botpress. Okay, so this is obviously not right. The answer is good, but is this what we told it to answer? No. So we got to fix that. Let's see how we're going to fix that. So what I want to see is if I go to trigger here and find answer, then query knowledge bases. The odd part here is that this is not set. So let me peek into the JSON here. So what's confusing me here is that the knowledge query here says that it identified it, but our query knowledge base card, which is here, which sets the answer to answer, actually behaves correctly. So let me go to agents and see if we are answering manually. Perhaps this is the problem. Answer on start node. Let me close this. Let's try this again. I think there might be a slight issue here. At the very least, it should be faster, I think. Uh, yes, so as you can see here, it does not show the KB query anymore. But we still have this. Answer found in knowledge base search in KB1. Finance. This is intriguing. This should, okay. I think this should have been set here. Let me go to JSON, open results. What did it find? Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. I remember this. I looked it up after the webinar last week, after the live stream last week. The topic of today, Aaron, is it's a self-learning bot. So a lot of people have been asking for this, so I'm building it. It's one of the more difficult use cases for a chatbot, or more difficult, I don't know, more complicated. It's not like a simple, like, is the sky blue? No, well, that's a little bit too simple. But you kind of need to do a lot of post processing with AI to get correct answers, so they can learn better. And you need to store the answers, and whether they're good or not in a table. Uh, so back to here. Oh, and what is the topic of the bot? The topic of the bot is I'm going to ask it questions about the user interface, which, like, we have documentation for Botpress, and like please look at it if you haven't, but if you haven't yet. But we're not like going into details, like saying like the logs tab is to the left of JSON, or the standard. Uh, when you create, I don't know, when you click a node, the default name is standard or something. And so there are some little details that we don't cover because we don't want to overwhelm people. But it'd be really cool if your bot could answer these things. Like if it knew like 100% of your app, or whatever topic. Uh, Okay, so yes, so the problem here, I think it was this. So hi, I'd like to order a latte, please. And if I, oh, actually, I have it right here. So I have the source. I can show this to you guys here. Like this. Okay, there you go. And then there you go. So I think what happened was, it was searching for an inner docs, and it found an answer which was like, "Hi, I'd like to order a latte." And probably it was like, "Oh, in the reference they say hi and something else, so I can also do that." Uh, so what are we gonna do with this? The search results are good, I would say. I mean, this is finding something somewhat similar, uh, but the conclusion was not good. So how do we fix it? So we click add card. Let's see. I'm gonna create, so use AI task like this. Okay, and then what do we want to do? We just want to make this a little bit more strict. Uh, what can we do here? So I'm gonna grab this event preview, pass it here. And then I need to pass the data. So I did this on a live stream previously. KB dot, oh, actually I have a special function here. So I can go in resources and quick reference. And I have here reference the raw answer from a knowledge base query. So I just click this to copy it and paste it here. Okay, so this is the results. Actually, I'll use XML results from KB from search. I like to use that. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, do like this, and then transcript. All right, okay. So that's gonna be the input. The output that we want is going to be, is it the answer? What do we want to know here? Oh, let me think. Let me think. Let's go back to task instructions. What we want is to be able to filter to determine whether it's good or not. So let me like just jot down my thoughts first. So determine if the answer is found in KB results or not. And then if it is, um, return it. Otherwise, return an empty string. Something like that. Is that what we want to do, generally speaking? Uh, and this is already what the query knowledge base card is supposed to do. So what we want to do is make this more strict. So be very strict. Something like this. Okay. This is not like everything that the AI task is going to be doing, but let's see, let's see. All right. What we can do is we can actually just compete with this one, but reuse the the same input. So I'm going to pass this, then store results in variables. I'm going to pass workflow.answer. This is not going to work here. I don't think so. Not as it's worded. And then we have the summary agent. I'm going to click transcripts. Determine if the answer to the last message in the transcript. Okay, so this is the transcript. I'm going to do last message. Transcript. If this looks a little bit messy, it's because it kind of is. Uh, I don't I don't have all the answers, and I like to kind of try something else and then see if it works. Let's see. So this is a trick because GPT has a tendency to repeat itself, and also it doesn't necessarily do well with uh, finding like if you give it a very big body of text and you ask it like the third line what it is, or like the last line or the first line, it often kind of gets confused and it takes too much into account the rest. So doing something like this for emphasis is often good. Uh, oh, and notice here I did answer to the last message, so I should do. Sorry, if the answer to the last message. Okay, so we don't provide the answer. Here it might get a little bit confused. We don't provide the answer, but we ask it to determine if the answer to the last message is found in. Let's see. Should we provide the answer? Let's try providing the answer, actually. Last message's transcripts. Answer to last message in transcripts. Like this. And here workflow.answer. Okay. If it's so our problem specific, you know what? I'm gonna run it like this. Let's just see. If it is, return it. Haha, that's not gonna work. So save it to workflow.answer. Otherwise, uh, don't we should say return. Save an empty string instead. Save it to empty string instead. Okay, let's try this here. Okay. So reset the conversation. Type hi, and I'm curious what's gonna happen. Okay. So let's go to event debugger. AI task here. Okay. So as we can see, we gave it a lot of input. Uh, And it answered itself. Let's see. Okay. So the problem here, it's okay to be late, Kraken. Don't worry about it. Uh, Let me read real quick. Last message in the transcripts is, oh, it's here. The user says hi. The user says hi. Oh, this should be even preview. Okay, I still don't think it's gonna work because of the tendency for GPT to repeat itself. Okay. Also, I have a temperature set to 0. Do I want to change this? I don't think so. Not right now. Not yet. Um, this is actually a good teaching moment here. So, and because I'm asking it to save this from this to this, it's kind of falling into the trap of like thinking it already has the answer, and I'm giving it like a bunch of text, and it's trying to extract that answer and just give it to me. So it's kind of like find the needle in the haystack. So I'll not provide it. Let's try this first. So now it shouldn't repeat because it doesn't know. Uh, uh, it doesn't know the previous answer unless I'm mistaken. Hello, how can I assist you today? Is that what we had earlier? Exactly, like word for word. Hello, how can I assist you today? Let me can I undo this. Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. Hello, how can I assist you today? Oh, no, it's not. It was from hi and now it's hello. Okay, so it did change. That's good. Okay, so we have a bias here, and that's kind of a problem. Uh, uh, in this case, I will create an add card, AI task, and I'll take this. Right here, and instead of doing the immediate approach of asking for the answer, I'm gonna try to make it determine it step by step. So this is good, but this is bad. So I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna say, what am I gonna write here? Uh, how do you determine if something is inside something else or not? So for every result, determine, assign a score to determine if, huh, if it's factual. Okay, so the problem here with this is the answer is in it, so we kind of have to add a nuance here. It's probably if the result is something factual. Okay, determine assign a score. For every result, assign a score. Should be considered as part of the should be considered when finding the solution. Okay, so something factual. So our criteria are, so something factual is going to go straight to the top. Uh, What else do we need? Uh, does it answer the question? How directly does it answer the question? Facts give, no, not facts, but what examples? Examples and discussion uh, should be completely ignored. How directly does it answer the question? Uh, do we need anything else? I think that should be good here. Discussion. So we'll need something. We'll need it to discuss itself internally. So we need a discussion variable, and we need a uh, you filtered. Let's say filtered results variable. All right. So we're breaking this down. So theoretically, here, if we go to this is, you could say this is okay, but the problem is we're giving it something that's not okay. Um, in here, so we have to fix this. We could try to fix it here, but if we try to make it do too many things at a time, it will kind of fail. So sometimes it's better to have multiple AI tasks together. Uh, so that's what I want to do with this here. So uh, you filtered results. Okay, so discuss first, then save the results to You filter results. Actually, let's do it in 2 steps. Then come up with a new filtered list of KP results. Okay, so save the discussion to workflow discussion. So, by the way, here I'm being very explicit. You normally don't have to do it, but it's just a little bit more reliable to do it. And especially when you have like a complicated use case like this, you just overall get a little bit better results. Save the discussion to workflow discussion. So in the behind the scene, Botpress is actually doing this, but I'm repeating it to make sure it happens. And the new filtered list of KB results flow. Oops. Okay. All right. I'm going to zoom in because I realize I'm not using 125. Okay. This should be easier for you guys to see. I'm going to cut this, create a variable. A string is good. Oops. Should be lowercase. Let's see. This. Okay, so discussion goes first, and then you filter results. Okay, and then the input is this one here. And I'll just take this section. All right, let's try this. Results from search. The answer is okay. For every result, assign a score to determine if the result should be considered when finding a solution. Solution is not correct answer. I'm gonna flip this a little bit. So we have the transcript. Let's really here. You are given a transcript, and a search was conducted by your personal assistant, and your role is to filter out the irrelevant search results. Okay, for every result assigned. So if you can give it like a real use case like this, a bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this so that it's like that. Here, transcript. Let's try like this. So since we're not asking it to give the answer, I'm fairly confident we can give the full transcript without emphasizing on the last user message. So how to write the last user message in the transcript? Okay, I think good to go. Let's see. What do we have? We have new filter results. Let's try this out. It's not going to work in the emulator, but we can see in the event debugger how it performs. The reason I say it's not going to work in the emulator is because while we are saving these here, we didn't adjust this yet. So let's go back here. Oh my, something has changed. Okay, so it did find something. The discussion was empty. Oops. New filtered results is, it's a little bit hard to see here. Huh. Okay. So there's 2 problems we have here. What do we write? Okay, assign, discuss first. Okay, move this here. For every result, assign. Okay, assign a score to determine. Okay, so I think we should split this into discussion. Whoops. Card. Don't play card. Discussion. Uh, okay, let's do this. For every result, assign a score to determine if the result should be considered. Assign a score to determine your discussion should be. Well, let's try this. I'm gonna actually like bypass this for a second here. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna create an expression which will always trigger and finish the conversation temporarily. And oh no, I also want to output here discussion and let me copy this, paste it. Oops, go. Where did it go? Paste. Okay. And this will discussions be new filtered results. Okay. All right. So I'll try it again. We should just see it in the emulator. Ha! Okay. So it's repeating itself. Let's go back to here. You're given a transcript and divide roles to filter out. Discuss first, then come up with a new filtered list. Uh, I'll split this up. Let's just have it discuss first. Is to figure out well, what what to filter out is good. What to filter out. Your discussion should be for every result. For every result, assign a score and the result should be considered when finding the answer. Let's kill this and kill that and write out again. Well, that's funny. How did this happen? I did not say. Let me refresh. Oh, my goodness. Is F on the... No. Where is he? Okay. Let's see what the problem is here. I believe there might be a bug here causing this to appear. We can ignore it for the moment, but the discussion is empty. That is not good. So, and present a discussion on the topic. Your discussion should be for every result, assign a score to determine if the result should be considered when finding the answer. Our criteria are okay. With this, save the discussion. Okay, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to edit this and say a long discussion which scores a list of search results using factual and factual. Oops. And so I lost it. What did I say? A long discussion about how search results are scored based on factualness and relevance. Okay, let's try this. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're getting something. The search results that directly answer the user's last message in the transcript are, okay, so it's filtering it out, which is ideal. Just for every result, a score to determine if the result should be considered. Okay, how about we give it an example here? Well, let's see. Text. Text will be text. Discussion. Numerical score. The answer should be a string. That is something like this. All right, I'm gonna try this. Ha! Why is it doing this? Your discussion should be. You are presenting a discussion, and the discussion is this, so that's what it's discussing. Okay. Give me a second. And present your thoughts on the topic. Well, this. Hi. The search results have been filtered based on factualness and relevance to the last. Hooray! Text discussion. Okay, actually, I'm gonna look because this is interesting here. We have the transcripts. We have results. Is to you are given a transcript. The search was conducted by your personal assistant. For every result is probably not word here. For every search result provided, found by your personal assistant, assign a score to determine if the result should be considered when finding the answer. Okay. Let's try this. Restart. Type hi. This is a little bit odd. Hi. Okay, let me change the temperature. I think that might be a little bit off-putting. Let's try this. The next thing I can do is just give an actual example. I was a little bit lazy, so I didn't do it. But I think that's where we're at. Yeah, okay. With an example, it's going to work. I should have done this from the start. Okay, so here we have task examples. I'm going to kill this because it's going to be much this. And now I need to output this. Copy. Okay, that's a huge text. But that's what this is. Copy this. Perfect. And whoa, is that right? Oh no, user high. That's good. Okay, so now back to here. Go to task examples. Dump this in here. Discussion. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. So page title. All right, actually, I can just copy all of this. I have it here. So I'll paste. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. This is too long. Oh, no, it's fine. I just copied the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this. This is terrible for editing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm doing. Is there like some kind of like notepads in the browser? Okay, that's fine. I'm guessing this is Markdown. All right, so I can remove this here. Let's quickly do this. All right, so the question was hi. Okay, so all right, let's see. So not relevant. Actually, let me just keep the titles like this. Okay, to web, right? So like that, like that, like that. Keeping the URLs like that. I should probably not do this, but actually, nothing is relevant. So not relevant. Nah, I should not have done it like that. Okay, this is why I don't usually do this on a live stream because it takes time. It improves the quality tremendously, but it takes time. Uh, okay, let me do it one by one. So join our open source community of 10K. Find the perfect skill. Okay, not factual, not relevant. 0. Okay, kill. That's probably everything's gonna be this. Let's see. I'd like to order relevant. This is also not factual. Okay, bang. Second done. Let's see. Is there a way to use the phone number the user is messaging? Why am I deleting this? Because I don't want this to take so long. The longer it is, uh, the more time it will take to get an answer. Plus, I think the page title, the order, plus this is going to be enough. Uh, Hi, is there a way to use a phone number channels? This is not factual, not relevant. Yay. Let's see here. How are you planning to use the variables? Uh, uh, not factual, not relevant. Let's see. We found. Is there anything that can be factual? Uh, uh, let's leave this one as factual. Factual, not relevant. Let's kill this. There are other ways to do this. So instead of doing it like the way I'm doing right now, which is to put everything in an AI task, you could loop for every one of them. Uh, but unfortunately, we don't have a way to do it async, so you can't do all 10 in one go at the same time. Uh, as of today, but maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Okay, so what is the chatbot? Okay, this is factual, but not relevant. So I'm giving it a 0. Now the problem is this example, it's going to give zeros everywhere. That's not a super good example. Uh, uh, give it a 1. Uh, and then we had something else that was factual. Okay, here. Hi, all. Really loving this Botpress journey. Would like to say a big thanks to the team. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Let's say it's not factual. Not very factual. Well, let's give it a 1 out of 10. Right, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just so that it has an idea. Let's see. Filled with a growing number of tutorials and videos, Learning Center will help developers. Uh, uh, okay, this is factual but not relevant. Very factual, not relevant. Let's give this a 7. And no, actually, not a 7. Let's give it a 5. Oh, hi, YouTube Botpress. Whoops. I used to Botpress, so apologies if something is obvious. Workflow string variable. Let's see. It's not factual. It's a question. It's not factual. Question. Not relevant. 0. All right, copy this. Paste. We're almost done. Create and publish your chatbot. Publishing your chatbot. It's simple and intuitive process accomplished by both technical. That's kind of factual. A little bit. Very factual. Relevant. Let's give it a 3. All right. I think we're done with this. Back to here. Control A, delete, paste. And okay. Now the problem here is I'm not giving it a very good example because I'm not saying when it's actually good. I should do a counter example, but I don't have time on the stream. So let's just do high. Answer found in knowledge base. Okay. But this is still the old one. So I should change this to workflow dot discussion. Let me try this. Hopefully that gave something. I'm expecting something big. Okay, now at least getting something big. That's good. All right. Assign a score 10. That's equal to 10. 10 is best. All right. Okay, so our time is up for today. But I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to improve the answer. That's to be expected with AI. You need a lot of know-how and a lot of trial and error. Fortunately, that means I did not do much progress on the tables, but we can leave that for next week. Okay, so now that we have this, it will become very easy to then filter it uh, with another AI task. This one will succeed almost every time. And then we can pass that to the answer. Uh, so we did we did the hard part already. Uh, Next week it should be very easy to wrap this up and make it work. All right. Thank you for attending this week, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.